so now that we finished the bra, let's move on to the panty. First things first is that the seam allowances on the bra are 1/4 inch. The seam allowances on the panty are 5/8 of an inch. Now I jumped ahead a couple steps because you can totally do this. I sewed the side seams from the front and the back panty together at the side seams using 5/8 of an inch seam allowance. And then I sewed the crotch lining and or the gusset and the crotch piece together. So I sandwiched the panty front in between the crotch lining or gusset and the other gusset piece, which is the same fabric as the front panty. And now we are going to use the burrito method to sew, to encase, to sew the back crotch seam, but we are going to encase that seam, the seam allowances in the seam, so that on the inside you won't be able to see the seam allowances. So what you're going to do is you're going to fold the back panty up, and then it's called a burrito method because you're pretty much putting the whole entire panty in between the crotch pieces or the gusset pieces. And then I'm going to sew this right here with another straight stitch 5/8 of an inch seam allowance. Okay, so now once you've sewn this back crotch seam, you're going to flip the panty right side out. And now you can see that the seam allowances are encased in the front and the back. Okay, nice. Now, if you have a serger, you can serge your side seam, or you can press it to one side and zigzag stitch down. Since I've serged most of the seams on the this tutorial, so I'm going to demonstrate how I would zigzag stitch down the seam allowances, in case you don't have a serger. And I would trim really close to the stitches. I would use my duck-billed scissors, which help me get really close to the seams or to the stitches. And I will do the same for the other side. Okay, so now the last step is to sew the decorative picot elastic along the waistline as well as the leg openings. You will want to press this first. It'll look a lot nicer and neater, and it'll be easier to sew. And you're going to sew it just like the bra. So you can do the first pass and then the second pass. Okay, and that is the tutorial for the panty. Now, the only thing that I will call out is that if there's a little bit of buckling right here, give it a nice press or steam and it should lay pretty much flat. It always does that right after sewing. So you finished the bra and the panty. I am not going to do a sew along for the thong because it pretty much is the exact same steps for the thong that it is for this panty. So if you did this, you can definitely get through the thong. So thanks again, and I hope that you have made an awesome S9478. Be sure to share your me mades on Instagram, tag at Madalynne and Simplicity Creative Group. And yeah, that's it. Thanks, guys.